But I'm an accidental music director.
Yeah.
It's I would never lifelong ఒక music director అవ్వాలా. I want to build my career as a music director. I want to be in the movies. Never thought about it. Never. Of course, I loved listening to Ilayaraja and his music, and so once when I was coming back from the US, I stopped in Prasad Labs, Chennai, to see if I can meet him. But of course, he didn't give me an audience. But that is my interest, just listening to good music, right? But me being in the cinema industry, it was just complete and accidental music director. I never thought I want to be a music director in చెప్పి. So when I came back from the US, I was in the US for 14 years kada. I made an album in the US, A Laila అని చెప్పి. Then when I came to India, I made a video for one of the songs. ఆ పాటలో
అది చూసే మీకు మూవీ అవకాశం
అది వెంకీ చూసాడు ఆ వీడియోని, వెంకీ అండ్ జయంత్. And I was in Bangalore, and suddenly I was staying in an apartment who was Venki's best friend, Prestige Builders, Rezwan and చెప్పి.
Okay.
They're Prestige Builders. So I was an expat, so I was staying in his penthouse, Bangalore. And suddenly Venki landed up, Venki elaganadanటే పాట, Rezwan wife had my CD, and when Venki was visiting them in Bangalore, she played that CD for him, and he said, I love this song, I want to meet this guy. So that's how it happened, right?
కానీ డెస్టినీ అనిపించదు మీకు ఇదంతా?
Absolutely.
కదా, మీరు చదివింది ఏంటి, మీ జాబ్ ఏంటి,
Yeah,
ఈ అవకాశం ఏంటి, ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో మీరు కనీసం ఎప్పుడు అనుకుని కూడా అనుకోలేదు కదా.
అనుకోలేదు. And that's why I tell my daughter also sometimes, it's continue doing what you love. You never know where it'll come useful in your life.
Exactly.
Right? And I love music, I loved composing. I loved creating songs. So Venki Giant ఇంటికి వచ్చారు బెంగళూరులోను. And Giant said, we're doing the story, అది చిన్న స్టోరీ అని చెప్పాడు. And he said, నాకు ఒక మంచి పల్లవి పంపించుంటే. And I said, పల్లవి అంటే ఏంటి? I had no idea what పల్లవి was. చరణం ఏంటి నాకు, I didn't know anything, right?
Okay.
Because mine is verse and chorus.
కరెక్ట్. ప్రాపర్ ట్రెడిషనల్ సంగీతం మీరు ఇక్కడ ఇండియన్ మ్యూజిక్ మీరు పెద్దగా నేర్చుకునలేదు.
So then what I did was I went and picked up a bunch of cassettes and CDs and started listening. And I said, oh, this is how it is. This first BGM ante enti, second BGM, third BGM, Pallavi, రెండు చరణాలు, song structure. I said, okay.
Right.
So being a technical guy, I wrote it down. I said, this is the structure of a song. Okay, we'll build it. So that's how it started,
ఫస్ట్ మీరు వెంకీ గారికి వినిపించింది ఏంటి అంటే అదొక్కసారి.
సో వాళ్ళు వెళ్ళిపోయారు. నాకు కథ చెప్పి దే వెంట్ ఆఫ్. అండ్ Giant said, just give me one love song, Ramna. Give me a love song. So I sat down and I took my guitar and నాలో ఉన్న ప్రేమ సాంగ్ came out of nowhere.
అసలు ఈ రోజుకి వినని వాళ్ళు ఎవరో చెప్పండి.
Yeah.
ఇర్రెస్పెక్టివ్ ఆల్ ఏజెస్.
Yeah, it's a
వండర్ఫుల్ సాంగ్. ఈ సాంగ్ మీ చేత నేను పాడించకపోతే నన్ను తిట్టుకుంటారు సార్. ఎందుకంటే మీ వాయిస్కి, మీ స్టైల్కి, మీ స్టైల్ ఆఫ్ సాంగ్కి, మీ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫ్యాన్స్ లక్షల కోట్ల మంది ఉన్నారు.
Yeah. So that song came out of nowhere. And then I realized when I write my songs, English, when I write my songs, I write the verse myself. I write the lyrics myself. Telugulonu, I realized that I can't write the whole song.
Correct.
But the first two lines of every song I write is my own. So నాలో ఉన్న ప్రేమ నీతో చెప్పనా, నీలో ఉన్న ప్రేమ నాతో చెప్పవా అనేది. I just made up those two lines and I recorded it and I sent it. That's it. I mean,
మీ లవ్ జర్నీ ఇందులో మీకు ఏదైనా యూజ్ అయ్యి ఉంటుంది.
అంటే when you create songs, when you write songs, and every music director has his own style, on how they create songs and what inspires them. Naku melody is what comes to my mind first.
Correct.
Most of my songs are very melodious. Melody nunchi then I add words to it and create a structure. So alaga that my journey started, And that one movie went to, and I haven't done a whole lot of films. I've only done about 26 films. So, but ఈ 25 films, the amount of love that I got from my fans and the audience is, I'm very grateful for it.
ఈవెన్ రీసెంట్గా మీరు మైక్ పట్టుకుని మీ వాయిస్ ఉన్న వెంటనే పెద్ద గోల, మామూలుగా కాదు అసలు. మీ సాంగ్ ఒక 10 ఏళ్ల క్రితం వచ్చిన సాంగ్ కూడా ఇప్పుడు రీసెంట్గా విన్న 60 టీన్స్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు కూడా అంత ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తారు.
Because they are rediscovering it. ఇప్పుడు the new generation who hasn't heard my music
కరెక్ట్.
now listen to it and say, this is our kind of music.
Correct.
So in some ways, the music was ahead of its time. You know, we did rap, we did Telugu music lo English song, Telugu music lo Telugu movie lo Hindi song. It's unheard of, right?
అవును.
I mean, to do things like that.
తెలుగులో మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్ కలుపుతారు,
Yeah.
ఇంగ్లీష్లో కొంచెం హిందీ కలుపుతారు.
And full English song, Traveling Soldier. So the Telugu word Telugu కూడా లేదు అందులో.
అవును అవును.
And I remember when Pavan was in my house in Bangalore and we were sitting and struggling with that song. Last song, ఎలా ఉండాలా ఏంటి ఇది అది అని. And he was explaining to me, you know, this is my mood, you know, I'm down, I'm looking at myself and I want to do something. And about maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock, I suddenly got the
Midnight?
lyrics. Yeah, morning.
ఓకే.
Yeah, he was sitting down on the sofa and listening, and I was just playing my keyboard. And suddenly I said, look at my face in the mirror, and I wonder what I see. And again, he sat down, he said, Ramana, that's it. I said, Pawan, this is an English song. I want the song in English, and that's it. So we sat down that night, and I wrote the lyrics, the whole song, and it was done.
ఆయనే ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు మొత్తం అంతా.
అంటే every scene ki, every storyline ki, yeah, you have an explanation, no, what happens in the song.
Correct.
But how do you bring that to life? Right, with melody and words and music and a beat and a tempo, and that's it. And we finished the song in 2 hours.
అసలు